Today I want to talk about a special kind of person. I call these people achievement whores. That's right, y'all heard me. Now, some of you may have an idea of what I'm talking about, but I'm going to give a brief description of what an achievement whore is. An achievement whore is the type of person who is overly ambitious to the point where they gauge every single person that they get in contact with, not on their intelligence, not on their money situation, but how much they have accomplished. It's a drug to them. Now, these people have probably accomplished a lot in their life, that's fine, but they don't want to deal with anybody who's in the process of developing themselves. They don't want to deal with anybody who's on the path to the prize. They only align themselves with people who have gotten the prize. They're hooked on achievement. They're associated with people who've made a lot of achievements. Don't care if these people are sick in the head. They don't care if these people are what they're involved in. They don't care about their job. They don't care about their spiritual beliefs. They don't care about their morals. They don't care. They only associate with these people because all they want is to be associated with people who have a long list of accomplishments, a long list of achievements. They did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. And I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of people that were executed on death row who accomplished a lot. I'm resting for a moment to make you think about that. I call these people achievement whores because every time you talk to them, all they talk about is what they achieved. Now, don't get me wrong. I've spoken about ambition. Ambition in my book is a good thing as long as it's used properly. But people have to understand there are people from different walks of life. They lead different lives going through different things. And if you base your associations simply on something that someone has achieved and haven't looked at anything else in their life, that's a dangerous thing, because you are assuming just because somebody accomplished something, that made them a good person. No, that person has a talent for whatever it is they've done. They made the necessary connections and they've done the work. But just because somebody was able to do the work and accomplish something does not make them a good person. It makes them a hard-working one, yes, but it doesn't make them a good person. They just took advantage of an opportunity and worked hard at it. And some of you are getting it twisted. And these people who are achievement whores, they don't associate with anybody who's building themselves. They associate with the finished product. They don't associate themselves with the process. Because they figure if they're associated with a whole bunch of people who accomplished a lot of things, that makes them look even better than they really are. And as I stated before, these people have already accomplished things, that's fine. But if you're to the point where you are mistreating other people because they're not at the so-called level that you think that they should be, then that's a problem. And see, you have to understand, too, a lot of these achievement whores are very arrogant people. They're not humble at all. They're not soft-spoken or anything like that. They try to be the life of the party. They try to have the spotlight head on them all the time. And they're not doing anything to help anybody, to build anybody up emotionally. Excuse me. Every time you talk to them, it's an accomplishment. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, I did. And it's to the point where sometimes they take over the whole conversation and you can't even get a word in edgewise. Anything to make themselves look better than everybody else. And everybody they associate with, well, the head of the so-and-so, we go play pool together. Oh, well, the owner of so-and-so, we go to the water park together. Their kids and my kids will go to the same daycare. Or they have the same nanny. Things like that. These are achievement whores. That's all they care about. They thrive for the achievement. They feel that they are nothing if they haven't achieved anything. These are not the type of people who get up first thing in the morning and do meditation for 5 to 10 minutes. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't have time to do that. They probably have to drag themselves out of bed, or somebody else got to drag them out of the bed because their schedule is so full. It's overly full. They're trying to squeeze 25 hours in a 24-hour day. They hardly ever sleep, and if they do, it's not good sleep. And they're usually associated with a whole bunch of people that make a whole lot of demands on them, because they feel their existence is all about what you've achieved, what you've achieved, what you've achieved, how you look, what you achieved. Because, see, their achievements, they use their achievements as a badge to show the world that they're a good person. But the truth is, at the end of the day, when they go behind closed doors, they're exhausted, their pressure is up, and they can't breathe. And what they'll do is they'll turn around and confide in the so-called people that people didn't think they were associated with, the ones that are so-called hidden and kept away. They'll get on the phone and just all of a sudden pour their heart out to them. See? These are the type of people. They're achievement whores. Talk about an achievement, they're front and center, want to listen. And they don't listen for long before they start talking about theirs. People have to understand that people are in different places in their life. Some people might be at their bottom right now. And achievement whores are not going to associate with people from the bottom. They're not going to associate with them. If anything, in a lot of cases, they probably dog them. But that's what they do. Anything having to do and achieve. They don't care if that person's an axe murderer. They don't care if that person embezzles money from the government. They don't care if that person is a serial cheater. They don't care if that person abuses their wife and children. They don't care if that person does devil worship. They don't care what kind of character this person has at all. As long as they achieve something, they're gravitating on. They're on their bandwagon. They're on their bandwagon. Because, see, that makes them look good. That makes their achievement that they accomplish look even better, because they're associated with people that have achieved as well. That's all they care about. What have you achieved? What have you accomplished? What have you accomplished? Don't care about what kind of character you have at all. And see, these are the type of people, when they hit the bottom, they hit it hard. And see, them same people that they so-called, were associated with, that have all this clout and achieve so much. See, when they hit the bottom, they don't think about those folks. They think about the folks that they stepped on and ignored on their way to whatever it is they wanted to achieve. And a lot of those people have hearts good enough, they'll open up and help them anyway. But then some of them be like, But see, that's the risk that they take. So that's just a little breakdown. I wanted to tell you about the achievement whore, because that's another type of person that if they haven't accomplished something major that day, they don't even feel good about themselves. And the moral to this is, people, if you care and love about yourself, you wake up first thing in the morning, before you set up foot out the door, before you do anything, you should feel just as good about yourself before you do something as you do after you do it. Whether you've done something or not, you should feel good because you're here. That's what self-love is about, people. It's not about what you achieve. Because if you don't get whatever you set out to do that day, then all of a sudden you're nothing,